Welcome to Chennai Press News Channel. Uber today announced the rollout of metro ticketing on the Chennai Metro through the Uber app in partnership with Chennai Metro Rail Ltd, CMRL, and powered by the Open Network for Digital Commerce, ONDC, in the presence of Manikandan Thangarathnam, Senior Director, Mobility and Platforms of Uber, and M.A. Siddiq, Managing Director of CMRL. Starting today, Uber users in Chennai can now plan their metro journeys, purchase QR-based tickets, and access real-time transit information, all within the Uber app. This functionality has been enabled through ONDC's interoperable network, connecting Uber with public transport infrastructure. Riders in Chennai will be able to avail a 50% discount on metro tickets through the month of August. Additionally, to facilitate a connected journey, Uber is also offering 50% off up to 20 rupees across both Uber Auto and Uber Moto for rides originating or terminating at metro stations in Chennai. This offer is also valid for the month of August.
Thank you very much for all of you to be here. As you are all aware, the CMRL has been providing, various options to our passengers for buying of tickets, metro tickets. So we have given access for purchase of QR tickets through WhatsApp, through Paytm, through Namayatri, and so many others. Today, a globally very important travel company is here. Uber, everybody knows, right? Uber, everybody knows. They are here, and now they have joined they have collaborated with us for issue of tickets through their platform, through their app. That is yet another yet another option now available with our passengers. Not only that, they have now also giving to as far as an initial promotion of this app, they are now giving 50% concession for the passenger tickets for a limited time, and that is a promotion scheme. It is being done by Uber, and we are very thankful to you for doing this, because the more options you give, the more kinds of products which you offer to our customers, we stand to benefit, and our people of Chennai also stand to benefit.
So the question is about multimodal journey, where in a single button click you can go from your home to office through multiple modes, where you take an auto, you go to the metro station, take a metro, and then you go to. So what we have now is a foundational block in all three pieces. It's not about just now that we have these three pieces, putting together is not good enough, because there are three major things that we need to solve. One is payments. Can I do one single payment so that I don't need to pay individually is one. But actually that is the easiest problem. The tougher problem is you don't know when you're taking leg 1 at what time you are going to reach for leg 2, and when you take the leg 2 at what time you are going to reach leg 3, right? Based on that, you have to either reserve a vehicle so that the moment you reach leg 3, you immediately have a moto or an auto waiting for you to go to the destination, right? So that involves a lot of ML and AI algorithms to figure out what will be the will there be delays, will there not be delays, if there are delays, at what time I have to buy the ticket, at what time I have to reserve a cab. So that's the tech that we are building on, so that when we give, it should not be raw 3 blocks putting together and say, okay, now use it. We want to give a magical experience so that when you go, you don't need to wait when you are switching between legs, and that becomes seamless. So that's the tech that we are working on. We are leveraging ML and AI to really come up with a magical experience for that. When it is ready, we will launch it globally. This will be one initiative where we start from India and go global.
Are you thinking of a timeline?
That is something that we are actively working on. We usually don't commit to timelines. Whenever we feel that magical experience is ready, we give it to the customers. In general, whenever a feature is built, right, in Uber, right, this is one good feature where we are talking about multimodal feature. We actually pilot in one city, right, and we actually pilot with very selected set of customers and see and get feedback whether is it an actual good product market fit. Is this what customers actually want, and is it actually solving the customer problem, and is it something that people are very passionate about leveraging this magic. Once we get that signal, then we go and expand that. So the approach of doing pilot in one city and then expanding is a normal approach that we follow for any of the features that we are actually building in.
But in Chennai, is there a particular stretch or a particular area where the pilot will be done? Is it for using telecom data which you are planning?
So currently we are actually building the feature. So in which city we have to pilot and how we are going to expand will be in works.
Any dynamic pricing for that certificates?
That is also an interesting problem we need to solve, because once you are on multiple leg, when you reach the second leg, you don't know at that point what is the traffic situation in that place, what is the weather situation in that place. See, transportation is very complex compared to a normal e-commerce and other systems, because there are a lot of variability which are real-time variability. Things like traffic, things like supply, number of vehicles around you, things like whether it is raining or not, all those things actually determine how you want to move and how much time will it take for you to move and what should be the pricing, right? And that is the reason why we are leveraging all this ML and AI algorithms to figure out, hey, if this happens, what should be our modeling around that, and what should be the predicted price, what should be the route they should take. If it rains, maybe you cannot go by the normal route, you have to take a different route. So all those things will come into picture. So that's why when we solve these problems, we have to solve for all different conditions, and then we roll out the feature, because rolling out a feature for the normal basic scenario will work, but we have to roll out a feature where it will work for all these kind of scenarios, so that when customers go through the scenarios, they still get the same magical experience.